Primo Victoria!
Now we're ready to strike as the great operation begins. We're the first ones to the call, we're the first ones to fall, yet soldiers have fallen before. In the dawn they will pay with their lives as the price. History's written today. In this burning inferno, know that nothing remains as our forces advance through the streets. Aiming for heaven, though serving in hell. Victory's ours, their forces will fall. Through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven. Through Nazi lines, Primo Victoria, yeah. On the 6th of June, D-Day upon us. We've been here before, seen this kind of war. Crossfire grind through the sand. Our orders were easy, it's kill or be killed. Blood on both sides will be spilled. In the dawn they will pay with their lives as the price. History's written today. Now that we are at war with the Axis again, this time we know what will come. Aiming for heaven, though serving in hell. Victory's ours, their forces will fall. Through the gates of hell as we make our way to heaven. Through Nazi lines, Primo Victoria, yeah. On the 6th of June, D-Day upon us. We've been here before, seen this kind of war. Crossfire grind through the sand. Our orders were easy, it's kill or be killed. Blood on both sides will be spilled. D-Day upon us. D-Day upon us.
Most people can only learn about this from history textbooks, from the stories of wars of independence that took place generations ago and battles of freedom won by others. But the experience of the enemies of freedom is always fresh. They don't refer to textbooks. They know how to break democracy and destroy life. It is enough for them to have their slightest feeling that they can go unpunished, and then evil acts. This is where the threat to our values comes from. This is why democracy is in danger. Ukraine knows what it is to fight for democracy right now, and let our experience of preserving freedom during total war help protect the free world, each of your peoples. When you see Ukrainian cities burned by Russian aggression, and when you see brave Ukrainian soldiers that stop the movement of the aggression through our land, notice what you are actually seeing. This is deciding the fate of not only Ukraine, this is deciding the fate of everyone who is used to living freely. It is Ukraine that Russia is able to reach with its bloody hands, with missiles and artillery, bombs and tanks. But the Kremlin's ambitions does not end just where its hands reach. Russia has been at war with all of you for a long time, with the democracies of the world. It fights via disinformation, election interference, espionage, corruption, exporting, cybercrime. Why is this happening? This is war. Ladies and gentlemen, this is war precisely against freedom and democracy. Every foe of freedom acts in the same way. I emphasize they act. Democracy must be able to act and act in advance. Democracy must learn to be uncompromising in the face of evil. The spirit of democracy is to find a compromise, but this only works for internal freedom in a given country. We should get rid of the illusion that compromising with evil can give something to freedom. The enemies of democracy must lose, and only these can be the basis of true security for democracy. Embrace this Ukrainian determination. Ukrainian democracy maintains absolute internal unity even in the face of a total war against our people. To win is our national goal. What does it mean to win? Our answer is clear: to preserve freedom, to preserve dignity, to preserve our land. But what is the strategy of the free world in relation to totalitarian Russia, which is looking for how to create more totalitarian allies in the world? Is there such a clear strategy? I will tell you what it should be. Clear answer: evil must lose their war. If it loses now, it will know that it will always lose everywhere.
Candles glow in winter's night. Ancient city holds her light. From invasion after pain, Kyiv stands and will remain. 8 bright flames against the dark. Hope and strength ignite a spark. City strong through endless fight. Hanukkah brings warmth and light. Streets of Kabul whispers tell history where heroes dwell. Generation carries on songs of courage.
the free, we are the brave. A tide of foes has risen tall, but they will break and they will fall. Our homeland calls, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. Through the fire, through the storm, through every trial, we are reborn. The light of freedom burns inside. For our nation, for our reign. Our freedom lives, our glory stands. The fate of our nation lies in our hands. The sun will rise and darkness fade. Our enemies vanish in the dawn's cleansing rays. This is our time, it's ours to claim. For our children in our name. Once more, my brothers, we shall be free in our own land. The fields are scarred, the skies are gray. Our hopes seem lost, but not today. For fate has smiled, the tide has turned. The spark of freedom fiercely burns. Labors, the morning dew will soon be gone. Swept away by the coming dawn. Our enemies tremble, their time is near. The rays of justice banish fear. The winds of change are blowing strong. We've waited for this day so long. Through blood and tears, we've paid the cost. Now we'll reclaim what we thought lost. Our freedom lives, our glory stands. The fate of our nation lies in our hands. The sun will rise and darkness fade. Our enemies vanish in the dawn's cleansing rays. This is our time, it's ours to claim. For our children in our name. Once more, my brothers, we shall be free in our own land, our destiny. From the ashes of despair we rise, our courage bright beneath the skies. Through every storm, through every fight, we've kept the flame, we've held the light. No chain can hold, no foe can bind. Our hearts are steel, our wills aligned. The world will know, the world will see that we are the keepers of liberty.
Hello, everybody. Yes, this is a test. I got a love letter from YouTube telling me all the next features of the channel were gone. And that I hope you know, as it is history, in that I basically had to walk over my identity to them. Or I can deal without even live streams, evidently. But I was just checking. I don't have any channel straights, and I'm hoping this is not data mining for a purge of creators in the real world later. So I had to give them my driver's license. But Slims had done that. Maybe I just get the number of views and hours viewed or something that they want my identity. But that's why we're holding this stream. And also to entertain folks. So let me get some more music because I'm trying to see how long they'll let me go. I do have to pay Capster or the Luffers. And here's an ode to a real leader, a great man that Trump will never be anything like.
Jimmy, you walk this earth with grace, lighting up every dim lit place. Now heaven's gates are open wide, a hero soul with nowhere to hide. With heart so kind and vision clear, you fought for all we hold dear, moving on to golden skies. No more pain and no more lies. Thank you, Jimmy, for your life, a beacon burning, shining bright. The Lord called you to skies above, guide us still with your love. Decent man with dreams so vast, in every heart your spirit cast. A legacy that won't dissolve as we face the world alone. To the gate to heaven high, we'll miss you but we won't ask why. So sad to see you go, but then we know you'll watch us till the end. Every seed of hope you've sown in the garden of the unknown now blooms in the light you shone. Never forgotten, never alone. Never alone. Thank you, Jimmy, for your light, a beacon burning, shining bright. The Lord called you to skies above, guide us still with your love. With your love. Decent man with dreams so vast, in every heart your spirit cast. I'll let her hold you to skies above, guide us still with your love. To the gate to heaven high, we'll miss you but we won't ask why. So sad to see you go, but then we know you'll watch us till the end. We know you'll watch us till the end. The end.
I think Jimmy Carter was one of America's best presidents, not for what he did in the Oval Office, but for the life that he led outside the office. And I'm also checking on my noise gate. I'm going to try to see if they'll let me stream up to it. So I got another song.
Primo Victoria.
Now we're ready to strike as the great operation begins. We're the first ones to the call, we're the first ones to fall, yet soldiers have fallen before. In the dawn they will pay with their lives as the price. History's written today in this
I know, like, oh, yeah, I set an example of American values. It's powerful people that pay attention and a true role model. Yeah, like Jimmy Carter was a true role. And it's sad to see him go. Even as the song says, the trying to see how long they will let me stream. At some point, I am going to call my dispatcher and get the lumber fees put into the account so that I can pay them.
In the quiet hills of France, the fires of freedom burned. A whisper grew to thunder as the tides of war had turned. From the valleys to the mountains, through the forest dark and deep, the shadow army gathered where the fallen dared to sleep. They struck in silence, unseen by the eye. Saboteurs in the night, the resistance would rise. For every village lost and every life betrayed, the partisans would fight and the cost would be repaid. Rise up through the shadows of despair, with the courage of the few and the enemy unaware. Strike hard, strike fast, let the tyrants taste their doom, for the spirit of our resistance will bloom. Lines of steel and rail were shattered by their hand. The whispers of the free defied the Führer's plan. With radios and courage, they called the Allies near, guiding planes to freedom with their courage and their fear. Betrayal loomed in darkness, Gestapo close behind, but in their hearts a promise, never would they be confined. The Macquis fought in shadows, a vanguard of the free, their battle cry, pour la patrie. Rise up through the shadows of despair, with the courage of the few and the enemy unaware. Strike hard, strike fast, let the tyrants taste their doom, for the spirit of our resistance will bloom. Through fire and pain they held the line, the spark of freedom burning bright. With sabotage and valiant hearts, they turned the darkness into light. Rise up through the shadows of despair, with the courage of the few and the enemy unaware. Strike hard, strike fast, let the tyrants taste their doom, for the spirit of la resistance will bloom. The banners may have fallen, but the echoes still remain of those who fought in silence, breaking every chain. The partisans of France, their legacy lives on. In every song of freedom, their memory is strong.
Learned that when you really look at the evidence, the truth is it takes more faith to be an atheist than it does to believe in God. You've really got to ignore the facts.
It's funny how we equate the word atheism with intellectual. When
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite.
That's right.
Kirk, I have an intellectually stimulating theory. It's my theory of where the soda can may have come from. Billions of years ago, there was a big bang in space. Nobody knows what caused the big bang. It just happened. And from this big bang issued this huge rock. On top of the rock was found a sweet, brown, bubbly substance. And over millions of years, aluminum crept up the side, formed itself into a can, then a lid, and then a tab. And then millions of years later, red paint, blue paint, white paint fell from the sky and formed itself into the words, 12 fluid ounces. Do not litter. You're saying, what are you doing? You're insulting my intellect. And so I am. Because we know if the can is made, there must be a maker. If it's designed, there must be a designer. To believe the soda can happened by chance is to move into an intellectual free zone. It's to have an echo when you think. It's to have brain liposuction. Hold this, Kirk. Behold the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
Everybody, what I'm doing is a test of the whether or not they are allowing me to stream. I got a love letter from YouTube telling me that all the advanced features of the channel have been removed until I give them my identification. So I'm hoping that this is not a grab info to grab people later. I don't know what's going on. I just gave them my ID. Gotta find more stuff to see how long I can keep this up. Yeah. And I gotta keep a lump at emptying my truck. I'll be right back.
He was with 4 hookers. You think that was good that night to go up and tell my wife, it's not true, darling, I love you very much? It's not true. I said, he's not into golden showers, as they say they call them. I don't like that idea. No, I didn't. I thought that would be a big problem. I was going to have a rough night, but that one she was very good on. She said, no, you're okay on that one.
In the shadows I remain, serving masters in the dark, hiding truths that they proclaim. Keeping secrets is my art. Mission calls, I'll never stop. Defeat's not in my belief. Warrior of countless flops. No retreat, no cause of grief. I got the will, standing tall in the light. Never still, always hiding in plain sight. I've got the will, standing tall in the night. Never still, always hiding in plain sight. Trained in skill and crazy mind, laughing as I got the lines. In this game we're intertwined, crafty gaze is no surprise. Logic, reason, friends I trust, though insane I stand my ground. Never pro but I adjust, streaming secrets all around with the deep state. I've got the will, standing tall in the night. Never still, always
accounts calling me. This is Elon. This is the real Elon. Accounts calling me fat Ilana, first lady, saying that I can't jump, pointing out my hair plugs, and my jawline gender affirming surgery, and will be suspended without warning. Anyone have any way to like mock that? As
Then
I
I'm
mean-
I gotta check that because I called out his gender affirming shit.
Yeah. What? He had to have surgery to fucking affirm that he's a fucking man.
I'm-
yeah.
I still exist. I still exist on that
Surely you've got
on a Nazi communication website.
stand in front of the fucking mirror and oh no, don't. From surrogate.
Where?
Even
They're
fucking
poking
Trump
fun
hates
at
him.
me, Elon says.
Even Trump hates him.
Elon's upset they're poking fun at him.
Yeah, what a cop.
Everyone
No.
hates him except for
Poor
him.
little boy.
He got that hair plugs and all that other shit.
Well, I knew about the hair plugs.
And this,
But the gender affirming said, what did he have done? And was it?
he has he was born with a jawline which he didn't think was masculine enough. And he wanted a more masculine jawline. So he thinks that he has the God-given right to gender affirming surgery because he's a little bitch. Yes, Ilana. He's a little bitch. And
Absolutely.
he needed to look like a man because he's just a little bitch. He is the reason why there is a crisis of masculinity in America. Because he can't take it when someone points out his hair plugs and the fact that he's an asshole. He can't take any criticism.
Where's
That's what makes him Trump's fucking bum chump. Because Trump can't take any fucking criticism either, even though Trump hates Musk. Trump just wants to say, fuck off. I've got all your money now. You know, I'm back in the White House. Fuck off. I can make my own money from here, which is what he's trying to do now. But scamming the fucking world.
no? But what? When was that posted? Oh, that was like okay.
This
so
was
yeah,
recent. This was November 17th, and he got all bitchy upset.
because wait. Let me quickly share that. Because my account's still up, but
My account, I don't use it anymore, though. I don't even go on there.
I
See
fucking
the
check
difference in the
every
jaw
yeah. And
and the
I
hair
gotta
plugs?
say, yes, it's an improvement. I think now, he looks better. Not that he was ugly or something, but yeah, I get that.
Our banners torn, but still they wave. For we are the free, we are the brave. A tide of foes has risen tall, but they will break and they will fall. Our homeland calls, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. Through the fire, through the storm, through every trial, we are reborn. The light of freedom burns inside. For our nation, for our right, our freedom lives, our glory stands. The fate of our nation lies in our hands. The sun will rise and darkness fade. Our enemies vanish in the dawn's cleansing rays. This is our time, it's ours hope seemed lost, but not today. For fate has smiled, the tide has turned, the spark of freedom fiercely burns. Burns. The morning dew will soon be gone, swept away by the coming dawn. Our enemies tremble, their time is near. The rays of justice banish fear. The winds of change are blowing strong. We've waited for this day so long. Through blood and tears, we've paid the cost. Now we'll reclaim what we thought lost. Our freedom lives, our glory stands. The fate of our nation lies in our hands. The sun will rise and darkness fade. Our enemies vanish in the dawn's cleansing rays. This is our time, it's ours to claim. For our children in our name. Once more, my brothers, we shall be free. In our own land, our destiny. From the ashes of despair we rise, our courage bright beneath the skies. Through every storm, through every fight, we've kept the flame, we've held the light. No chain can hold, no foe can bind. Our hearts are steel, our wills aligned. The world will know, the world will see that we are the keepers of liberty.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. And if you're lurking, just say hi. I'm doing all this from the back of a truck because the YouTube gave me a little love letter saying that all the advanced features of the channel were gone until I gave them my ID. So I hope that there's nothing more nefarious going on, but whatever. So, no one I know more than me is watching. Does anyone want to say hi? Have a little chat? Or are you interested in tunes? Well, perhaps making fun of Roger. This will just be a hodgepodge stream to see how long they will let me do it.
Absolutely stunning information. I'm just going to give you the lay of the land. Everybody, I always assume everybody knows everything. Well, this is obviously America. That's Florida. This is the Gulf of America.
No, it's the Gulf of Zelensky. You know that? We named it after President Zelensky.
Gulf of America.
Yes, that's right.
And this, of course, is California and all the way up to Alaska and out to the Aleutian Islands. And we're going to be looking at Mount Spur.
Mount Spur? Yeah, I know everybody. We've seen this one before.
Which is up here in what used to be called the Gulf of Alaska. Now it will be called the Gulf of Spur.
No, that's just a volcano. And that's just a body of water.
And why? Well, this is one gigantic volcano all the way out to here. And this plays a part in it. This is beyond, so far beyond. There is no beyond that can describe this. Get ready. All right, this is my claim, and they say it. 8.8%.
Well, he's kind of aware that when we lose ice caps, that'd be bad. Too bad he's not aware that you know, I just so much noise in this truck and my connection is bad. Sorry for the audio issues.
Lost right up in this area, 22% lost over in this area. This is
Drex, how you doing? Have here a paper with yellow DDR? What do you mean?
not good. This is starting to belch methanes, and they know this.
Oh yeah, Commander.
They've been talking about belching methanes for a while, but this is as bad as it gets, and everything there is starting to melt. And then as the melt happens, the biology starts to rot, basically.
Oh yeah, and he understands that when the permafrost melts, that you get methane release. I'm glad you're doing all right. You're having a good dinner. Hopefully, as soon as they unload my truck, I can basically head to a truck stop because I gotta pick something up in Buffalo, Alabama, very near Buffalo. So, the you know,
Green moss balls are all over up in here because all of the biology has melted, or the ice has melted away, and the biology is on the surface. All right, I know I've jumped from this to that and the other thing, but everything is related.
yep, he sees balls, and balls are related to a lot of other things.
Balls right up in Matt Haney's area up there, and they're everywhere. You see how many there is? Every single one of these balls, 100%, are covered with moss, and that's because
Then some hairy balls. Yep, indeed.
it's thawing out
Hairy
from a
balls.
creature's gigantic, enormous dead body.
I know I sound a little bit garbled on it all. I have to get used to the, I have to figure out the right settings for my audio setup in this track. And also, you wouldn't believe how noisy it is in here with, the engine running. So my noiser and everything. This is working overtime. I'm using a laptop rather than my guest. And I know my audio's garbled because, okay, I hope that's better. And they are finally unloading my truck.
And these are now coming to the surface, and all of that moss wants a place to live, and it's eating off of those biological little meatballs. And that's what they were, they're little meatballs. Right in there is a meatball. And the roots are coming in from every different direction. They say
And if anyone would like to comment, and I know you, my Tory or Jake, or anyone lurking that I know, I'm fine with it. Let me see if I can share it away. So if anyone wants to come in and hang out on this test and do a
They
hangout,
move and so forth. Yes. They follow the sun and they move. And they grow and they move and they turn. You can actually see the way they're twisting here. It's rolling
now the balls are twisting.
in that direction. This stuff here wants to get some light. That's already got plenty. It goes back around and it just keep going and going. All right, so Matt Haney, please, my friend, let's have a reasonable discussion about this. I'm not out to...
Roger, you and reasonable. You're not me. Roger. You don't know what reasonable
cause any
is.
issues. I just want to see something realistic and hopefully to discuss it. That's all. All right, thank you. I love you all. We shall continue this until spur pops. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye. All right, now here's what you want to see here. This is spur, and they have an advisory out about it. And then they have, this one went off, and the Great Sitkin is just a little further, Attica. Now, let's take a look at this on Google Earth, and I can explain to you what this is. It's very hard to accept, but it is what it is. Okay, the only way to do this is to do this. This is Crowley Lake. These are the columns.
Monitoring. I was just monitoring my audio voice. I'm gonna do it some way. Oh, that's okay. You know, love at work too, technically, but they haven't told me to leave yet. So this is just from the back of a truck. The only other time I have run a stream from the truck was at that, and Lucky Fish and Globermont were actually on the stream, and the stream fell apart, and I could only run the. I managed to keep the computer that was just playing the video up and running.
They have no explanation for this. I do. I know exactly what they are. You see this black here, and then you see the red up there? Well, those are the two different colors of blood. This is the color of skin.
What the heck? Oh, I remember when I was 10 years old, and I had such that kind of imagination. Well, it was nice to be 10 years old, but some of us, like Roger, need, Roger needs to wisen up a little, but needs still enough to keep us in check.
Kaolin clays. It's got to be close to that. It's some kind of real, like fluffy skin. And these are the hairs that are
Fluffy skin.
coming out through it. And what are those hairs from? Well, they're from a gigantic creature. And here's where they come out through the top.
And then some pumpkin. I'm just going with what Roger used. But whenever he looks at stuff, it's usually second verse like skin and her bladder. Something.
And this is what hair follicles look like. And this is a gigantic hair follicle as well. You know, it's not quite as big as those, but it's pretty big. And this is what a hair follicle looks like when it comes out right through the top. It's got that little crusty looking spot around it. And then the rest of it is underneath here in the ball, which is the erector pili muscle, sebaceous gland.
Yeah, it's amazing where Roger comes up.
the root ball, and the two little vein and artery, which is where the red and the black come from, at Crowley Lake. So these are Crowley Lake fibers. Now, where is Crowley Lake in relation to Alaska?
Well, Crowley Lake is in California, and Alaska is thousands and thousands of miles away. So what does one have to do with the other? I don't know. Roger will tell us. It will make sense.
Well, it's nowhere
pretty
near
well.
Alaska. It's way down in California. All right, just open your mind. Don't get crazy. They had an eruption there last night. I was in contact with Matt Haney up there at the Alaska Volcano Observatory. Very nice guy. Now, I am going to show you why this is related to Spur over here, which is it's right up top. And it's related to Crowley Lake, which is down here.
You know, I wonder, in order to save money, whether or not you could, like, flip a globe around and, well, no, CGI, and just, like, there are few people, right? You look at this and, like, what in land is this? It doesn't look like anything, but and then you realize, oh, it's just North America on its side. And you absolutely found what fossilized hairy bone. Doesn't sound right.
This is all one creature. This is all one creature all the way up here, and that's this pincher. I call him Scorpzilla.
Scorpzilla, folks. Scorpzilla. We are almost 1 hour into this, and YouTube is allowing. What's like a 2,700 miles between 2 points? Anyway, I think it's like closer to 3,000, but it's almost 3,000. I'm not experienced enough to play Google Calendar while streaming to find out, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, hi, Sydney. How you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, I want to I love from YouTube. Wanted my ID, or basically ton of features I'd become used to will be gone. And something's out. It's like the the StreamYards thing anymore. I hope this doesn't kill the stream. I have to go refresh the Is we still here? Yep, we still here for some reason. The stream is still going. I did not know I could drop out of the stream and actually come back in if I was the only one. That's important to know. Now let me go back to the video with the very confused little man. day, they just stopped unloading my truck. I gotta load Roger.
I have some absolute
Gotta find roughly where we were. Yeah. This is where he was like, and this be Scorpzilla, because I be like
injector.
years old.
Now, it erupted out here, and when I show you the series of earthquakes, this is the anus, this is the butt, the cloaca, all that stuff. Now, something's crazy going on.
For those who don't know, I think cloaca is where the poop and the pee and baby comes. Well, in the case of lizards. Yeah, I think it's specifically lizards and platypus.
Because
No, wait. That's not. No, I was thinking of try something rabbit. We're all three the baby and the big. Well, I need to look up words.
this is only like 50, 60 meters deep, and then it goes to thousands or something. Over here, same thing, right?
Kind of like it's continental shelf, dude. Just saying.
On the surface. This is really his body. It goes all the way out here. Now, why it's so high up here, it's hard to say where his body.
Yeah, that's right. And it's too. Thank you, Joe. And I still love the Chupacabra avatar. It's awesome.
Body actually goes. I don't know how big the damn thing was, but that's what I would say was an injector. And down here in his shoulder, where do you see what's coming out here? This is not just runoff. Look at these different colors. Look at all those nasty colors.
That's called ice caps and glaciers. We have those on top of mountains and places that are cold. Like Alaska.
And then when you get in real close, this is all dragon stuff. Look at these things. These are all like dragon scales.
I know that's ice and snow.
You see them? They're not hills and valleys. You know, you could say, "Oh no, Roger, you're crazy." Well, you could say,
Yeah, we could say that, Roger, you're crazy, and that would probably be true. Roger doesn't accept weight on it exists. He definitely has no clue as to how they work. Yeah. And, I'm kind of like still disappointed in Roger for going all naga. But, yeah, it is still good source of,
"Yeah, but I'm not
comedy.
crazy," and they are not.
But I mean, conspiracy theorists and Buffalo, you well know about the book and you actually do, and not having the humility to realize that you might be wrong. That's something that goes along with madness. Sadly, when you have to all move
Just
on.
hills and valleys. And they're making all of these nasty colors, and it just keeps sweeping all the way up his back.
That can be your snowfall in mountains, too.
All
Snowfall
the way
and
Well, look at these things. Does that look natural to you? You know, I've shown you the stuff that Typhon has coming out of him. It's a similar situation. It's just nasty, nasty stuff. And now we get all the way up to Spur. This is what confused me, because it's an avian creature. It has a cloaca. Right up here. That's Spur right there.
yeah, it's always seeing the discharge. See, Roger is magnified. Can't say I'm surprised at all. No, I mean, most of these conspiracy theorists or pseudoscience people, they're all Trump supporters. Does anyone remember when we would watch Star Trek and there'd be this visionary on the Class M planet? And that one was going to put the entire civilization right? Well, maybe some of these people grew up looking at that. But, we basically have scientists and real people who know what the heck they're talking about basically doing those discoveries. And then these people who don't know what the heck is going on, I mean, where they honestly don't, and they start spouting gibberish like Roger, where he's been told by Sun and Army Labs and MIT that he's a tinfoil hat wearing nutter. And he thinks that he's fighting an ignorant establishment, but now he's the one who's ignorant, not Therapy Labs, not MIT, not some. It's kind of sad when these people are the heroes of their own little delusional universe. It's okay. This was an impromptu stream. YouTube is not giving me the promotion, and this was like a test because I had to work on my ID to YouTube because they shut off basically a ton of features that I was used to and stopped me from uploading until they got my ID. No, this test has been basically trying to figure out how long I can stream. Because YouTube said that I couldn't even stream. I couldn't pin comments and I couldn't upload more than a minute's worth of material until I gave them my ID.
It pops right up there and poops out here, and the urine side comes here. The two of them add together, and there's the pincher that pinches it off, the sphincter muscle. You see that? This is where
I know I'm not even monetized and they're treating me like I'm monetized. I do have about 2,500 watch hours. I need to create other banger music video. The last one didn't take me to upload one of the better ones. Something that I know will get the views. No, re-upload. I've used the FDR one quite a few times. And it always seems to do well. Or it could be the cluster. Maybe. Maybe they're worried that I'm a bot because some of the production values, not necessarily the strings, but everything else, sounds professional grade. Oh, that's great. And I do thank you. Whenever people watch, it does help with the algorithm. The algorithm works on watch time. So the higher the percentage of, it could also be that news cycle wasn't here, but usually around this time, and whenever there was a big Ukraine thing, where the algorithm just picks everything back up, it hasn't done. This is music that I'm going to have for a bunch of high boys. Well, everyone loves
Mount
Smith
Spurs
and
right
Fun
here. And
watching.
when it poops, it comes out around here, it comes down here, and the urine side comes out here and meets up here. Now, this
Pooping and look,
is what
Roger's a
confused me because
10-year-old.
there's so much chemistry going on here. I'm looking at all these things and well, what the hell is going on there? Which I'm still not sure, to be perfectly honest with you, but it is all part of his back. Watch where the height we are here right now is minus 127 meters, minus 70 meters. Over here it's minus 4,000 meters. This thing's 4,000 meters tall. That's a couple of miles, I mean thick when it lands there.
Yeah, so the ocean is deep, Roger. It doesn't mean it's a giant sized beast.
Same up
suddenly.
here. Look up here. It's all in this area. It's like minus 218, minus 230. You come over here, it's minus 4,751. So we're way up in his back. And all of that stuff comes out to the pincher out here. And if you look at the earthquake seismology type of thing, it's right on this line. And that particular line is the delivery device for all this nastiness.
It's not nastiness. You can see it very clearly. You have these smaller mountains, of which I have that. I go on that slim map that lets you draw. So you got some mountains which are not tall enough to have snowpack, but they're above the tree line. And then some of the mountains have snow on them. Either because they're high enough or because they still have
I
glaciers.
looked at this and I thought, wow, what is all this? This is not digestion, I don't think. And it isn't. I think it's the area where it's setting up for all of this venom.
You know, must be beautiful looking at that from the ground. And what feeling?
It's coming out of here. You see how that's an abrupt transition. Now you say, oh, it's just coming over a hill. Well, maybe. It's still an abrupt transition. This is where this is that nasty stuff I showed you was being built up on his back.
That's called snow. It's called snow. Let me see if I have any not sets from the flash that we have made come out yet. Albertson block. Probably seem nice.
You were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Yeah, we've probably seen this, but ladder of giant rats fun of. And they still haven't told me my cup's ready yet.
You'll want to remember this moment as the last time you thought the flat earth was stupid.
There will never be a moment where I don't think the flat earth is stupid.
Hello everyone, this is ODD, and yes, I'm finally admitting that even though I don't like labels, I'm a flat earther.
God, these partners.
Yep, this dumbass. These are flat earth. I'm just like, how many of these things do I have? Oh, let's go back to one.
Based on my research for the past 10 months, our world is very different from the model that we are being taught by the authority on the matter. It took me a while to come to terms with this, and it took even longer to gain the courage to talk about it. It can be pretty embarrassing to go against popular opinion, but this is real. It's not a psyop, it's not a distraction.
Hey, believing in flat earth nonsense and believing bullshit Russians spew actually goes hand in hand. So, part of this is a psyop, but if the Russians can convince someone that the earth is flat, they can accept so much. 14 years of pointing and laughing at bugs and still going strong. Yep. I wonder when you're going to have the Department of Education declare Earth flat.
And it's not a bandwagon. It's a reasonable debate. It's thousands of people taking what we've been told and comparing it to what we see and experience, only to find out that they do not match up. Once you start digging into this, it becomes clear that there is no evidence for the speculated spinning ball that we supposedly live on, and everything points to a flat earth.
I will be there. My browser can out. All right, everybody. I am sorry for that interruption. Evidently, my browser kind of. Import. Okay. Oh, that's it.
Else you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
You'll want to remember this moment as the last time you thought the flat earth was stupid.
There will never be a moment that I think the flat earth
Hello,
is anything
everyone.
but
This
stupid.
is ODD. It's on a flat map, and large
This is maybe where we were.
bodies
Maybe
of
this
water
is
not
where
being
we
able
were.
to curve into a giant ball completely resonates.
Forensically speaking, the globe model is so very unlikely that any good detective wouldn't believe a fucking word the globe says.
Okay. And the globe doesn't speak. Evidence speaks for the globe.
The globe's story is so full of circumstantial, impossible coincidences, which only prove that the globe is a fucking liar.
We'll be going over that in this video, as well as other reasons why the world isn't what we're led to believe. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's get started.
Yeah, doesn't that look like a fun place to visit? I want to visit that. And provided that it's not a place that Americans can't go without being friendly.
Our daily observations of the Earth are consistent with a flat and stationary surface.
Fuck no, they are not.
Most, if not all, ancient civilizations knew that the Earth was flat.
No, they saw that the Earth might look flat, but Eratosthenes figured out that we lived on a ball. And when people only travel 10 miles from place by the polar and those people, you don't have evolution. People travel a few miles per hour. One could be forgiven for believing the Earth is flat, but again, Eratosthenes figured out it wasn't. The ancients weren't as dumb as flat.
The people of today would say that ancient cultures were ignorant and unaware, yet they accomplished great feats that we still can't accomplish to this day.
And they believed that Sobek was the lord of the rising and setting of the sun, and a lord of, reproductive infertility. So, technically, the lord of sperm. Yep, they believed a human crocodile thingy bother was responsible for everything getting born.
The truth is that they had real knowledge, and some of us only have an education. But what is an education?
An education is when you taught how to think for yourself first, and they teach you some facts that you need to know, so that as your education builds and builds and builds, it becomes more and more advanced. When you go to college, in high school, they teach you how to carry out experiments, and they teach you how the world works, how things have been proven to work. They actually teach you.
Education is when you are told what to think and how to think. Those that are able to remember and regurgitate what they've been told on command are considered well educated.
That's part of it, but they also teach you how to do the experiments so that you can see why these facts are the way they are.
But there is a big difference between being educated and being intelligent. Just because you believe what you've been told doesn't make it true.
Just because you believe the Earth is flat doesn't mean the Earth is flat.
In fact, the flat versus spherical Earth is a debate that has never really died. It's been raging for centuries.
It died. It's dead. And now all the debate is a bunch of us normies laughing at the sillies. That's right, us normies are laughing at the flirt.
It was a huge argument as recently as the early and mid-1900s, but with programs like NASA, founded in 1958, the latter half of the 20th century was a win for the spherical Earth. It wasn't
And the first half of the 20th century was a win for the spherical. The 19th century, 18th century, and even 17th century. Yep. Spherical Earth won every single century. There's a song, Britannia, Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. And all maps indicate from the time they ruled the waves that the Earth was round.
Isn't a question for the average person anymore. Though at the time the shape of the Earth was still up to be proven, NASA claims that they went to the moon and captured a shot of the spherical Earth as if they always knew it was indeed spherical.
Yeah, they did. And you see remember all the maps from World War II, right? World War II. Fuck, I'm so happy we didn't have flat earthers. Now there's a friend in the channel who, whenever he is back home or he's got a good internet connection and he knows about the strain, usually he will show up. Tiny Cap. So he's actually run into a situation where a first officer admitted